BrooklynNets.com.
Hey, James. Heading into your first training camp with the Nets, having signed over the summer, how much opportunity have you had so far over the last 6 weeks? So just to get acclimated with teammates, coaches, and get prepared.
Well, you know how it is. The new guys come early. The vets tend to roll in towards this time. So, luckily enough, this is year 13 for me. So I know everybody pretty well. Just ready, excited to gel with these guys and get this shit started.
Go to Zoom, Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
Hey, James. You've kind of been looked at and described as a culture setter, both in Miami and now here coming to Brooklyn. I'm curious as to A, what culture means to you in a team setting, and B, how you establish one.
I feel like I'm coming to a culture that's already established. They know what they want, they know what they want to accomplish, and we know what the goals is. For me, it's just to become a great follower and do what's needed for the team.
Questions for James? Anybody else? We'll go to Zoom, Ajayi Brown, Netswire.
Hey, James. So the other James mentioned earlier that in previous years he would play on teams that would be losing and he wouldn't have that much fun during the season. And this season, he wants the team to prioritize having fun and doing the job and getting the job done right. What can you say about that, playing in your previous years and coming into this season?
I feel no matter what city you're in, if you're losing, it's going to be a terrible year, terrible place to be. So if you can associate winning with having fun and kind of take stress away from you a little bit, I feel allows you to do your job at a much higher rate.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, James, I'm just curious if you have any pre-existing relationships with guys on the team. It seems like at first glance you haven't played with a ton of guys on this roster.
Ton of respect from, like I said, our battles throughout the years, being on opposite teams, I think sort of gave us an understanding of where we're at right now and what I could bring to the team. And, I'm just excited to show it. There's not too much more talking you can really do right now.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
You're known for your physical play and as kind of an enforcer. How did you discuss your role with Sean Marks and Steve Nash when you first joined this team?
I feel like we got the guys who will fight for themselves on this team. I don't know about being an enforcer as far as that goes, but I'm known for playing physical. I think that's how the game is when I came in the league in 2009. So, I tend to go back to those habits, but, I'm with whatever. So whatever goes on that court, I guess, I'll be there for that.
Chris Sheridan, basketballnews.com.
Hey, James, welcome to Brooklyn.
Appreciate it.
The Nets loaded up on 30-something players, and the Los Angeles Lakers did the same thing, and it's not a coincidence that these are the two favorites to win the NBA title. What do you think of that strategy of loading a roster with veteran guys, and how can that maybe actually be a hindrance against some of the teams with younger players that are just going to outspeed you from time to time?
Hindrance as in what was that?
Well, you're going to run into different matchups on just given the opponent. Certain teams are built to play a young speed game, and whether on this Brooklyn team, it's loaded with so many older guys. Those older legs can't keep up with the younger legs on certain nights, so it would seem to put you at a theoretical competitive disadvantage that the roster is so laden with guys in their 30s. So again, like playing devil's advocate, could that hurt you against certain opponents?
I mean, that's going to be a matchup thing, something that Nash is going to have to put together, who's going to be able to go out there and run with these guys. I feel like a lot of teams will be adjusting to us more than us adjusting to them, though. For sure.
Anybody else? We'll go to James Herbert, CBS Sports.
Hey, James, you've been on good teams, you've been on playoff teams. Is it a different vibe going into a season with a team that has championship expectations in a roster like this?
Absolutely. But I feel like throughout my years and all those teams I've been on, it really built me for an opportunity in a situation like this. But for sure, you could tell the difference. You could tell the confidence, the vibe, and the realistic goal.
What does that mean to you to have that opportunity?
You know, if you ask some of my peers, they feel like I deserve the opportunity like this, you know, but for me, it's just work hard, stay grounded and you know, be blessed, be happy.
Anybody else? We're all set. Thanks, James.
Appreciate it. Thank you.